In 1971, President Nixon started the war on drugs. This was one of his huge failures in office, if you ask me, along with the removal of the U.S. dollar off the gold standard and, of course, Watergate, among other things. Like the war on terror, the war on drugs has been a huge failure. It hasn't reduced drug use at all in any way, shape, or form. Drug use, in my opinion, is a medical problem, not a criminal problem. That's how it's treated in Europe, and Europe has had much greater success dealing with its drug issues than we've had here in the U.S. The U.S. actually has the highest incarceration rate in the entire world. About 1.5 million people every year in the United States are arrested on drug-related crimes, and about half of those are due to marijuana-related crimes, which, in my opinion, is an entirely harmless drug, or nearly harmless. Many of the sentences these people receive are mandatory and are quite long. Now, many people argue that the war on drugs allows the police to target certain minority groups like African Americans, and I would have to agree with that. Now, what this does is people that receive one of these convictions for a drug-related crime now have a drug-related crime on their record, and it's nearly impossible for them to ever find decent employment, which leads to a permanent underclass for these people that are convicted of drug-related crimes. And really, isn't drug use in your home a victimless crime anyway? So shouldn't we take that into consideration? But financially, you know, today we hit the $16 trillion mark in the national debt. It's time to look at ways that we can help lower the national debt, or at least balance the budget, and this would be one of them. If we ended the war on drugs today, we would save tens of billions of dollars each year in law enforcement and in reduction in prison costs, as well as tens of billions of dollars in extra tax revenue each year for the taxes that the new legal and tax drugs would bring in to the economy. So, you know, all things concerned, I think it's time to end the war on drugs. So that will be it for today. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Thanks for listening again.